Okie dokie. So thanks so much, guys. Again, Joel, Sida, Joel in Spanish. Thank you, BNI Creekside. It's exciting. Our second week is already rolling here. Thank you, our guests today. We're going to talk about mortgages. Everybody knows about mortgages, and what I like about them is we can talk to anyone. Who's in this group that is renting or owning a home currently?
I live on the street.
You can talk to me. When you own a home, you're thinking what your options are. We're all about, in the mini lending, we're all about options. The only reason I do not work for a specific bank is with the mini lending, we have access to more than 90 lenders all across Canada. Even though our market is here, we do, thanks to online businesses, we can put a mortgage wherever you are in Canada. So our main things are, we do commercial purchases, we do residential, and we do also leasing, as I said before. I do have a niche because I speak Spanish, so it's been great on the new immigration market, which Canada, it's easier for me. Because of that, we also connect with other people that, even though they do not speak Spanish, they moved to Canada, they've gone through that transformation, I guess. So for some reason, I still believe we click and we can make them feel welcome and kind of relate with what we've been through. So we do a lot of immigration and new immigrants, I meant to say, in Canada. So I'm going to put just a big introduction from my buddy.
Get it right. Thanks for taking the time to learn about the see how we can get the best mortgage. Whether you're buying a new home and financing a mortgage or investing, when it comes to finding the best mortgage, it's important to shop around. That's where we come in. We do the shopping for you. And to be a good shopper, you have to know what the best deals are. We do. We're Canada's largest mortgage broker network, and we secure billions of dollars of mortgages for Canadians every year. Of course, getting the best deal is only half the battle. Finding the right mortgage terms is equally important, and it can be a confusing challenge. By teaming up with the Canadian Lending Center's mortgage professional, you'll have an expert to guide you through the process comfortably and carefully. Together, we'll evaluate options best suited for your lifestyle and financial situation, and find the terms that make sense for you, not the bank. For many Canadians, the benefits of using a mortgage professional are still relatively unknown. We hope that by visiting our site, you've taken the first step to understanding our business and what it is we can offer. With Dominion Lending Centers, you'll have access to Canada's largest mortgage brokerage network, with literally hundreds of mortgage products and a mortgage professional to guide you and protect your interests. If there's any doubt remaining, consider this. Our service is free.
Like that. Excellent. Just a little bit of commercial. I'm thinking I'm going to use it. We paid so much money for that. And the Canucks are not even playing. So anyhow, we do, as I said, because we want to, basically my main thing when I joined mortgages was about education. When I moved to Canada, I always wanted to be in sales, but not too aggressive. I felt more of a consultant. When you have a mortgage, and in Canada most of us have, I just wanted to give options. When I moved here, I bought my second property, and I'm thinking, holy cow, if I knew about the options, I could have done better. I could have kept my savings, and there were options that the person helping me, the great guy, but didn't know about all the spectrum and different options, and that other banks would offer me. So that's when I said, well, I can do that for people they're already here, but what about the new people coming to Canada, right? So we're going to put a lot of education in this. So we throw about 3-4 seminars a year through the Lower Mainland. Again, we target new immigration. We do a lot of education in that. We partnered up with, I'm hoping, with Trevor right now. We're going to partner up, and we're going to throw more seminars. We also do B lending. So anybody B lending? Want to help me out? B lending is when the deal becomes a little bit more difficult. So now they're on the west side, a lot of people have their equity in a home and they want to take it out and start putting savings towards a property in Arizona. The market is it's looking good over there. So we also do a lot of that. When you cannot prove an income, that's where we come with a B lending. We have a presentation that's gonna presentation for different types of clientele. In this case, I'm gonna do a very quick one just for new buyers. So again, what we do is we give options in the new lending. And what I like about that is I do not have to represent one lender. What if you go to a bank and they're gonna say, well, this is the best product in the market right now? Well, yeah, it's the best product for that specific bank. But if you come to me, I couldn't sell that when I was thinking of becoming a broker. So what if the person next door of the bank on the corner, they have a different product which looks better? I wouldn't feel good trying to sell what I have. So again, I like options. What happens when you're going to buy a team? What's the team that you're going to have to connect with? Well, another thing that we like about being a broker is we tap into a network. We meet a person and they're going to welcome us, and we are going to be able to offer them options and another team to work with. In this case, we are the mortgage professional in the purchase process. We are going to try to recommend a realtor. We're going to try to recommend a lawyer or a notary. We're going to try to recommend a home inspector, hopefully Marco. We try to recommend insurance like we do with Jenny and the cooperators. So first of all, we meet with someone and we already throw in, you know, the BNI motto, which is givers gain, and we refer people. So it's an easy market for me. We can work on that. Type of mortgages. What do we offer? Well, in Canada, it's not in other countries. In Canada, you basically have two categories. You either have an open mortgage, when you're going to leave it at any time, the price is always going to be a bit higher, or you have a closed mortgage. Do a lot of planning with closed mortgages. Why? Because if you're going to buy just for a couple years, and you know you're already going to move somewhere else, then why would I lock you in a 5-year mortgage? It's going to cost you to break it. So it's a little bit of planning and say, listen, according to what you are planning on doing, if you're going to have a baby and then move somewhere else, well, maybe a different mortgage is for you. We also talk about the process, which is get pre-approved. This is when we determine the price range to see according to your income, a percentage of that is going to give us your power purchase. We're going to guarantee the rate. So basically what we talk about is going to be good for 3 to 4 months. So people that want to talk about their finance, they have 4 months to continue looking and looking. Right now, let's say prices are kind of stalled. People are waiting and waiting and waiting. It's not the prices are dropping, it's more because of the news say there's no sales. Well, there's no sales, but it's not because there's no money. Money is there. We're just kind of waiting. In Canada, I can see this different than other countries. We're always thinking, okay, what's the United States going to do? What are we going to do? So we're always kind of doing. Right now, we're doing a lot of pre-approvals. A lot of pre-approvals. So as soon as this market clicks in, let's say in the spring, a lot of people already line up. They say, I have my 120 days. I know as soon as I see the opportunity, boom, I'm going to jump in. And even if sometimes there's some credit issues, right? So a pre-approval is always good. We're going to see if you have to fix something here and there and get you ready. And because you're ready, you can put a competitive offer. And now, what's a lender going to look for or consider when you're doing your application? Well, the first thing is going to see your income. There's some income there, and consistency, and then my job is to convince the bank that income has been there for a long time. What if you just became another, now you want to be an homeopath, where you were not before? I don't see the stability. Well, credit history, that's a big thing also for a new immigrant, let's say. Credit history, so people say, I had a great story with TD. TD says, you go to a bank, go to TD, and you sometimes you talk to a, let's say, rookie teller, and you want to talk about mortgages, but this person doesn't have the experience about new immigrants. So they say, well, sadly, they say when you have more credit, when you have a better job, well, then come back and talk to me. And this is when I like to show off. So we deal with the same lender, even if you bank it with TD, let's call it TD, we can do your mortgage through them, but we're going to package it nicely. Let's say proving that you pay your cell phone bills if you're a new immigrant, you pay your rent on time. So we're still proving your credit history. And put packaging it like this, we go to this, and I've done it a lot of times. We go to the same lender, and we prove them that you can still have a mortgage. Another thing, the stability, we talk about it. So quick thing, ratios, we either have 20% down in Canada, you can do anything you want and get even private money. If you have less than 20%, the government is going to charge these percentages on a mortgage. What are down payment options? We can talk about savings, gifted funds from family members, from overseas. We can talk about RRSP withdrawals, and then Robert can help us with that. Or we can talk even about cashback options. Lenders still want to lend money. So if you opt for a different rate, you can still get a mortgage. Closing costs. To wrap this up, what's going to cost you to close a mortgage? Well, approximate cost appraisal, it's around $350. Home inspector, I'm going to quote you on that. Legal fees, it's around $900. Property tax, HST, that's all things that may or may not come into place. So we are Sida.ca, mortgage expert. We have 2 offices, one in West Hastings, right across from Terminal City Club, and for other clients in the Lower Mainland, that's in 2189 Austin Avenue in Coquitlam, BC. Thank you so much. Joel Sida with the Million.
Great job. Who else?